Alright. Yeah, I'm gonna do some Sandbox stuff for a bit. Don't know how long though. I actually got something to do tomorrow. And I'd actually rather get some sleep so I don't have to deal with the bullshit for lack of sleep. I really wish you could off the leaderboard shit on the right. I know Just Cause 4 lets you do that, but in this game for some reason you can't. But oh well. I know in one of my recent videos I mentioned that I actually really like Just Cause 4, but since technically this game has more mech selection compared to the one that just lets you punch shit, I figure why not get this game as part of the Sony sale that's going on right now, and basically utilize the mech that you have to earn in the DLC anyway, and have some actual fun. I'm using the autocannon variant because it can basically 1 to 2 shot pretty much anything, at least within the base game, so I feel it's a much more better version compared to the other stuff that's out there. Nice ding sound. I'm going to go ahead and see how to get the upgrades for the mech. I think they involve doing other challenges or some shit, but I'm not going to really worry about that right now. Just gonna try to liberate as many stuff as I can. It looks like my mech's about to go to the shit itself, so I gotta leave it behind, unfortunately. Hopefully I can at least... Oh, I don't have any beacons. Oh well, I guess I'll do this one on foot. But this game's so fun. Even though the prompts are kind of misleading. Because I'm playing this on the PS5 via PS4. You think you have to push circle to do this, but no, you have to approach it and then push the triangle button. It's kind of weird. I don't know. They could have used a much better symbol, I think. I know this game was a much bigger emphasis on being part of Viva la Revolution sort of thing. So technically the stuff you do actually matters compared to Just Cause 4 where you just blow up shit just because, but I still think both games are pretty good at what they do best. Just decent sandbox games where you can just kind of fuck around. You use a lot of shit at your disposal while having some pretty decent maneuverabilities and shit. It's not the most deep type gameplay in the world, but it does have a lot of action to make up for it, so I don't really care. I may not age better compared to the likes of GTA 3 of all things, but I can still enjoy GTA 3 and even this game. No more, no less. Except for that shitty Defecating Edition, though. That version can just fuck off. I'll just play the PC version or even the console versions if I really want to get my classic GTA fix. Hello there, scary scarecrow. I haven't seen you in a good while, if I'm remembering correctly. Right now I am playing Just Cause 3. Don't finish the sentence. I'm just kidding. Hopefully you've been well. Yes, it has been a while. And hopefully the buffer won't be too terrible for a conversation as I try to liberate this section. Definitely one complaint I can definitely find is that there's no mini-map to show where the stuff is. Having to bring up the map constantly is a little annoying, but nothing immersion breaking, I guess. Well, yes, it has been quite some time. Hopefully you've been well. What type of games do I like? Just curious. Anything besides Battle Royale and games like Elden Ring. And of course the hunting games. Those bastardized rail shooters can go to the shovelware of hell for all I care. If I want to play a rail shooter, I'll play Virtua Cop. The game that would be problematic today because you play as a cop. Oh no. Even true crime shoots in New York was relatively problematic during its time. But today, it would never happen. But I'm not going to get too political right now. Not that I want to anyway, because, well, even though I am playing a video game where you have to free the people, Viva La Revolution style, using grappling hooks and pretty much anything within our arsenal to do the job. It's not the most sophisticated combat shooter-like game, but it's relatively simple. Nothing wrong with simplicity as long as it doesn't like override the current status, I guess. Was just ranting about how I enjoy games like GTA 3 for its simplicity and for its time, but doesn't mean that games like Just Cause can't exist. Oh, that's cool. I only played the Tomb Raider 2013 game a bit. I did not finish it. It's light sandbox, if you want to call it a sandbox. It's kind of weird. It's I could see you quite like a lot of shooters though, and mainly interesting first-person games. Not really into Minecraft, to be honest, but there is definitely some cool modifications for it. I think there's a whole recreation of Doom in there, which you might probably enjoy more if you know how to run it. I know people dislike Wolfenstein 2 for its story, but isn't that what The Last of Us 2 did? Yeah, I can enjoy a variety of games myself, honestly. It just depends on the type of game, I guess. If I enjoy it, I keep playing it. If not, I just don't play it. Or if I get annoyed at the game at that time, I'll just move on to something else when I'm not so annoyed. It depends, really. There are some games I don't want to touch, though, for my sanity. Mainly Elden Ring. Yeah, I could see why. It's, I know Machine Games' latest game, the Indiana Jones game, just kind of feels like more of a disgrace than Indiana Jones, to be honest. Yeah, Indiana Jones is more insultful than Indiana Jones, to be honest. Wow. It's kind of ridiculous how weird the writing is compared to even the films of its time, I guess. I mainly enjoy Wolfenstein 2 for its gameplay, and despite the story direction, I'll be nice and say it, the gameplay to cutscene ratio kind of reminds me of Metal Gear Solid, but not in a good way, I guess. But then again, people feel that way about The Last of Us 2, where people really hate the story, but I guess it's the gameplay that keeps coming back and call it the best video game ever or something, or even the original. I don't know. It's a very polarizing game, but I just mainly like it for the gunplay. The only reason this story is an issue is that when you're trying to play the game on the Iron Man mode, there's a lot of unskippable story sequences that can be really annoying if you're awful and die a lot. Honestly, I even like the first Last of Us. I think it is an extremely overrated game. Probably even more so than Resident Evil 4 and Shadow of the Colossus, and at least those are games. I don't even remember like a lot of sections in The Last of Us besides the walking bits and the occasional gunfight against the evil mushroom men. It's not really a game in my opinion. A game actually has to have gameplay. Walking around and listening to cutscenes every once in a while is not a game. It has really good load times, but that's about it. It's not really that much loading, if at all. Something that even new Naughty Dog has done pretty well. There's barely any loading in The Last of Us, which I'll give them credit for, but that's about it. The rest is not really much of a game. Even if they like to be cute and funny by having Jack references or something. I do find it funny, though, that I think you can still play the multiplayer of the PS4 version. I'm pretty sure it's probably scrapped for the remake. I don't know, The Last of Us 2 definitely did a lot of damage on people, and I think it came out the same year as Doom Eternal, I think. Also, Streets of Rage 4, which I also am not a fan of personally. I'd rather play through the American version of Streets of Rage 3, which is quite harder, mainly because Sega wanted them to cash in on the whole rental service where you had to rent games, and they were made much harder, or pay like $70 USD for a cartridge game, I guess. That's why things like Blockbuster was so popular, because even game prices back then weren't exactly as luxurious as they are now. There definitely was no, not to go all Grandpa Simpson, but there was definitely no digital gaming service or whatever. You either had to rent it, or knew a friend who had it, or empty your wallet to get access to those games. Or if you were part of the Illuminati, you could emulate them. And that's even if emulators were decent back then. And mind you, the internet was not as big as it is now, so it's gaming was definitely quite different back then. But that doesn't mean it was all sunshines and rainbows either. Even if they had objectively much better game quality, but there was still a fair share of nonsense. You know, you had things like, what the hell was it? You had different revisional games or whatever. You had to buy a whole new game if you want to get any patch notes or whatever. I think Mortal Kombat 4 and Dreamcast is a good case of this, where I guess the launch version was really buggy, and if you had to buy the hot new version, which is Revision 1. If you're ever wondering why some games, when you look on websites, it says Rev 1, that's more than likely a re-release of the version that has bug fixes or other changes. Some pretty big, some not so much. But it's definitely important to note that even if what you are saying is true, that gaming was just a lot better back then, it wasn't always sunshines and rainbows, and I think a lot of people forget that. There's also definitely a lot of bad today, but I wouldn't say it's completely gloom and gloom. But even with the way things are now, even on the other side of the grass, it's there's a reason why they say the grass isn't always greener on the other side. Like, you have publishers on the indie scene like Nicholas that's just considered the worst, or even indie developers just being really tacky, like with the Escape from Tarkov situation. So even you can't even trust the indie side or whatever. So it's I hate to sound like Mr. Sparrow or Lord to Your God for sure, but you just gotta enjoy the stuff that you like, I guess, and just hope that whatever comes out doesn't disappoint you, I guess. I know it sounds really freaking tacky, but it's just getting to the point where a lot of releases just really disappoint me. And not even just like the AAA stuff, but even something like Shakedown Hawaii, a game that's made by the dude who made Retro City Rampage, a game that I really love from that era, like you said. I wouldn't say it's a bad game, but it just feels a lot lacking compared to the game that came out before. And I don't know how the hell you screw that up. Like, there was an update that came out for the PS5 and PC that had features that you could have put in at any time when the game was relevant. It's just like, what the fuck, man? Like, even with Sparking Zero having an update that finally adds all the stages and local multiplayer, I mean, yeah, it's great, but the game is still very barren in content. The game pretty much shit all over the tournament scene with things that are just not made for competitive play, period, but people swear that it is, which is insane. And also, last I checked, the reason games like the Budokai games and Budokai Tenkaichi were so well loved, besides having Toriyama's work in game form, is that there are also fighting games that may not be the most balanced, but made up for it by having decent single-player content and recreations from the show and the manga, and just single-player content made you keep coming back for more. And the fact that developers who had the helm of basically making Tenkaichi 4 but naming it Sparking Zero, because it is technically the original Japanese version's name, but focusing on the multiplayer side of it is kind of why the game tanked a bit. It's just depressing that you don't even know who to trust anymore. It's like those weird films where you can't trust no one, only trust yourself. I don't even know anymore. And even the few good games I barely either put any time into it, or they end up getting delayed or canceled. There's just supposed to be this remaster of Phantom Breaker Battlegrounds. It's supposed to have a lot of content that was in the original, but it ended up getting delayed, which annoyed me. Then there's Streets of Rogue 2, which I'm really looking forward to, but I really rather not play the demo right now, even though I technically could, but it's, why play a demo? I can just wait for the full game. I mean, I am a patient motherfucker, but it's, it only goes so far, and I really don't want the game to be disappointing. Even though I really love Streets of Rogue 1. But it's, I don't want to be disappointed. I try not to go into these disappointed, but it's, when you notice a pattern, it's just you just gotta put the foot down and just say, fuck it. I hope that makes sense in some capacity. Because some people think all I do is rant and rave about nothing. Or that I'm just being negative. Well, I'm sorry if the games I do like end up annoying me a lot more than others. Or that, you know, I can be both critical but can also enjoy stuff, I guess. I can definitely tell you that something like a Akiba's ship is not for everyone, but if you can really appreciate it, the gunplay. No, there's no guns in the Akiba's ship, unfortunately. I guess it technically is, but it's not like bullet play, but like you have weapons that are like gun models you can like do melee combat like your Bayonetta or Dante, I guess. There's no shooting though, but whatever. The point is that those games are definitely not for everyone. But if you can appreciate that or get the groove on for that, you could probably find something you're not going to really find in other games, to be honest. Even the first game that got a remaster a couple of years ago, despite being exclusive to Japan and the PSP, it's aged like actual milk. There's a game in there, but even the game itself is just really kind of barren. I'm not saying it to be a hater, it's just the combat in the original Akiba's Trip was very, very poor. And the fact they couldn't even try fixing it for a remaster is just kind of terrible. Same shit that people said with Metal Gear Solid 2 back when it got its HD port on consoles. Well, at least you can still enjoy Metal Gear Solid 2 despite not having the precious sensitive D-pad. Or triggers, whatever. It's still very much playable, it's just, it had a different control scheme for its time, but it is otherwise perfectly playable. Akiba's Trip is not playable. But I am at least a little more lenient on it since it actually does have some pretty good replay value for the time on the PSP. But the sequel is a lot better in some ways, but it is still definitely a type of combat game that's definitely not for everyone. And that's fine. I don't expect every game to be like it, but I wouldn't want every game to be like a Michael Bay film, because that would be kind of stupid. And now we have actual apologists talking about that Pac-Man show being as dark and edgy compared to Bomberman Act Zero, and yet now the excuse is that, oh, well, it's unique, so it can be whatever it wants to be. Yet when Bomberman did it, people pretty much hated it, and the actual gameplay was terrible. It's had one job and done goofed it up. Also, mind you, it was an Xbox 360 exclusive, and it's I mean, I guess it technically does play like a Bomberman game, yes, but it's missing a lot of core things of the game that actually makes it decent. Not having any local multiplayer, 100 stages that you have to beat in one sitting, no level select of any kind. It's it only had online play with one player modes, I guess. Two modes really, one classic and one not classic. I think the only major difference is that the camera angle is slightly different, and that's really about it. I think it's a good reason why Hudson Soft basically disavowed the game even quicker than when Chris Benoit went on that rampage. The WWE basically blacklisted him, because I don't think anyone wants to be associated with that sort of thing. I don't even think it's referenced in Super Bomberman R, or its sequel, which I do want to play at some point. But I know I'll probably never get a game like Bomberman Tournament ever again, or even its anime adaptation sequel, where it kind of plays like it, but not really. It's basically a mixture of Zelda, but with Bomberman elements. It's actually fairly interesting. It's actually based on other Hudson Soft, some weird Hudson Soft RPG that was on some really obscure system, I guess. It isn't like the PlayStation or something. I think it was actually in the Wii Virtual Console, so it technically could have been playable, but the only way to do that now is through emulation, and people disavow that for some reason. So that's nice. I definitely do like the vehicle chop mechanic, where you can just bring a car and you can basically spawn it for future use. Though some vehicles you have to earn by completing missions, and I guess the game kind of explains that, saying, don't bring that here, Rico, it's going to cause problems. And I guess that's the game's way of saying that not every vehicle you can find, you can just bring them there. So kind of in a way it reminds me of the import-export from GTA 3, except it's you can actually use a lot of vehicles, I guess. You just have to actually play the game. Shocking, I know. But it's still good fun, honestly. I think I'd take a break from the GTA Online grind, because I know some friends who played it every once in a while like to keep up. Well, mainly plural, or whatever the word is now, because one of them just wants to play Call of Duty. Well, I guess that one's been doing with stuff in the real world, so I won't shit on him for that too much. But the other one plays Fortnite a lot, and even trying to get him to play that GTA has been nothing but a headache. So that's pretty much abandoned. But I know it is pretty much the casual equivalent of online slop. I'm not going to deny it. But at least my variety in games enables me to play stuff like this and not be totally bored. So I'm perfectly fine with that. I do wish there was a way to save the spots. Oh, I have to wait a while? No. But yeah, a lot of these you have to find throughout the world, and you can bring them to garage. At least the game tells you. You don't have to like look on the wiki or whatever. They might tell you where they are in some spots, but I do think that's a really cool mechanic. You can bring them to most of these vehicles. You can just bring to the, and you can use them yourself. I think it's a really cool mechanic. Literally, you have to bring it to a mechanic or a garage, however you want to call it. And of course, the mechs you have to do the DLC that corresponds to it, and then liberate the military towers that has it. But I think it's worth doing just so you can drive around in those, to be honest. Alright, let's hope I don't get stuck again, because I actually had to restock just because of that. So I'm going to actually not go through here, but go down here so I don't get stuck again. But anyway, enough of my bullshit. Hopefully your days have been going well. If you celebrate Christmas, I hope you have a pretty decent one. And if you celebrate any other holiday, then well, I hope you have a kick-ass holiday. We all need that sort of thing going on right now. Too much nonsense going on in the world, and too much nonsense of people defending the nonsense. Could go on about that, but I won't. I guess Rico kind of makes one-liners or something. I don't know if he's always been like that, to be honest, but it seems interesting. At least it's not as cringy as when Sonic and Friends do it, so I'll let it slide for the time being. There we go. Well, yeah, I definitely enjoy using the mech in this. It definitely does remind me of, like, Metal Gear in a way. Literally the weapons to pass Metal Gear. Just pick things up and throw them, I guess. Because why not? It counts as me destroying it, so why not? And like I said, I picked the autocannon variant because it pretty much blows a lot of stuff up in one hit. Or a couple hits, but picking up anyway does count as me blowing it up, so I guess that works too.
Warning, hazardous environment.
I really do wish it was like a destruction system, like how Red Faction Guerrilla had it, or even what the hell is that game? Shit, I can't think of it, but there's some game that had like a destruction system where you can like blow holes and stuff. That would be like the perfect recipe for a game like this, so you can just like make holes in the wall as you just liberate shit. I think Red Faction did that only. I know Battlefield did it, but that's for like the earlier stuff. Wait, let me go for that so I don't mess that up for some reason. This kind of reminds me of Mercenaries 2 in a very weird way, where you can just kind of request stuff that requires fuel and stuff. I do want to go for that game again, but I don't know if it would run decent on the PC or not. The RAM is like the only issue now, and other things. Trying to clear space in the C drive is just mad annoying. But that game was fun. It definitely wasn't the sharpest sandbox tool in the shed, but it definitely had a pretty interesting vibe going on. I think there was even DLC with a console we got to play as what the hell is a face? Hillary Clinton and Barack Obama. Yeah, because that's aged like fucking milk. Legit. But yeah, the lack of waypoints for stuff like this is honestly kind of annoying. It just seems really annoying to have to keep pausing the game to find out where the stuff is. It's like playing a fighting game, but you don't remember what the moves are to keep pausing to find it. It just kind of breaks my immersion, to be honest. Like, where the hell is it? Where is it? And it's like, oh, it's right there. What the fuck? Like, the game clearly has a waypoint system when you're near stuff, and yet it's, it can't even do that consistently. I don't know, I just find it very annoying. At least this game has more destruction and mayhem, a little more humor than Blood Dragon. Which, I'm gonna be honest, I don't really like that game. I think it is pretty freaking overrated. I'm not really the biggest fan of it. It's, I don't know. I definitely did not get my money's worth out of it, even getting it for the season pass of, was it Far Cry 5, I think? Or not Far Cry 5, sorry, the expansion sequel, whatever. Far Cry 5, whatever the hell it's called. I forgot. It was way too short, even by expansion standards. The final level was a complete joke. I don't care if it's a balls-to-the-wall, crazy levels of hype. There have been, unironically, bigger and more budgeted games that have an anticlimactic final boss, and that shit wasn't even a fucking boss. I'm sorry. That was just fucking stupid. I don't care if it was done because, wow, look at all this cool 80s reference stuff. It's a very simplified version of Far Cry 3, and I think it's kind of, I think it's a really shitty double standard people seem to forget. It's like, unless you're Far Cry 3 Blood Dragon, simplifying your game is a big no-no. And shit. And that game is super simplified. And I didn't really like it, so I probably won't be playing that again anytime soon. I guess whatever I need to destroy is below me, because it says there is substation controls, but it's clearly not here. So, oh wait a minute, I didn't destroy this fully. Oh my god. All right, fair enough, I guess. Alright, let's see. I guess I'll finish liberating the rest of this area, I guess. Since I already did this one. I'm gonna guess every region I need to liberate has the gray stuff on the map. I only looked it up on DLC area because I wanted to try and make sure I found the right ones. The game literally tells you what one you need to liberate to get the stuff. So it wasn't really that big of a deal. But I guess it does help, so I can get for those, I guess. And I don't think I have any more beacons. Wish I got the this thing. That's cool. Gives me the bear vibes from Saints Row. I think it's the only variant though, which kind of sucks. I think all these have the your liberated versions though. Yeah, I think they're all like that. All the military versions have your allied colors on them. I guess it makes sense, but I guess there's no real way of doing that, I guess. Is that the fucking plane from that was in Toy Commander? I wonder if this is worth collecting. Probably not. But yeah, a lot of these are they're just your standard fare and stuff, so I guess you have to do the missions to get those, I guess, but it's fine. But I still need to get the still have to find the beacons. I'm guessing there's some gear mods that let you carry more and shit. Yeah, wingsuit, all this stuff. A lot of these just seem kind of useless, to be honest. Like, the ones I really think that might be useful is maybe capacity. Let's see, nitrous. Vehicle detection, that could be really good. Maybe. Oh, here we go, fast shovel flares. Okay. And rebel stock restock speed, that could also be good. Wait, a lot of these are just kind of weird. Alright, enough of looking at such things. I really don't want to use a fucking fast shovel or the fuck, but I really do need to resupply, so I might as well. I'll probably do some Dead Rising 4 after I progress enough, I guess. I want to try to get to the other parts of Chapter 2, I think. like, oh my god, you're playing Dead Rising 4. It's the worst game by Capcom. Okay. Just because you don't like it doesn't mean it's a bad game. Okay, that was really fucking rude to me, but still. I don't really fucking care. But yeah, it's, not sure where you go to find more flares, I guess, but whatever. Oh, it's right there. Wow. Alright. Alright, let me go ahead and summon my goods, I guess. Yeah, not even the movie industry is safe with that. But I guess people are fine with video games getting constant remakes that nobody wants, or when movies do it, it's a bad thing. But when games do it, it's perfectly fine. Hopefully you're doing alright. We're kind of quiet for a while. But enough about such things. Let me continue my little rampage in this. But yeah, I actually like playing through Dead Rising 4. Obviously, yes, the story is flawed as shit, and compared to Dead Rising 1, its gameplay is not as unique or whatever, but I really don't give a shit. I like playing the game. I find the Sandbox exploration factor interesting to me, and I don't care. I've been going through the Capcom Heroes DLC since I want to try to get the one unique unlock from that mode into the base game, and then try to finish getting the rest of the trials done in there. So fuck it. I would rather play through Dead Rising 4 than to play Elden Ring or Doom Eternal again. It's at least Dead Rising 4's Sandbox isn't completely bloated. And it's there's no easy fast travel, so it's you actually have to learn the maps and shit. That might sound like sacrilegious to a lot of people, but it's at least I'm being honest with myself. See, a lot of people talk shit about the game. They wanted to play it, and I so enjoyed it. So I don't care. And it's only for talking about gameplay-wise, because story-wise, yeah, there's a lot of issues with that. But whatever. It's like the younger generation versions of Wolfenstein 2. It's not because it was just like woke and shit, or whatever the hell that means. It just has really shitty writing. Which I guess is still pretty bad, but still, it's I'm usually not focusing on such things when I'm playing the game. But whatever. It's probably the biggest hot take I can think of, to be honest, that I actually like Dead Rising 4. Wow. How dare I like a game that not a lot of people like? The horror. Dead Rising fans really do be the worst, though. They gossip that the Dead Rising remake is going to save the business, and then it turns out that it didn't even do shit for it. You left dislikes on your video shitting on Dead Rising? No wonder why you don't want people to dislike it or whatever the fuck. It's, look, I don't care for Dead Rising, but if I want to play the original, I'll just play it. I don't need to play the fancy remake or whatever to get my valification or whatever the fuck. Validation? Why did I say validication? Whatever. You know what I mean. It's, same thing with Silent Hill 2. I don't really care for that, but if I want to play it, I'll just play the original. There's no reason to play the fucking remake. Or even with Dead Space. The game was already good in 2009. Why should EA be given a pass for fucking ruining a game series that they didn't even fucking make? It was fucking Visceral Games that made it, damn it, not EA. And mind you, EA shut down Visceral, and then they made their own version. Don't you think it's a little bit disrespectful? Oh, but it's okay, because the game is fun, so fuck you. Okay, well, I think Dead Rising 4's gameplay is fun, but I guess that's not allowed, because, first of all, Capcom made the game, and Capcom Vancouver made it, but the Capcom in Japan shut down that studio, but how come one is okay and the other one isn't? That sounds like a little bit biased to me, bub. I mean, we can play this stupid, retarded game if you want. People just deserve what they tolerate anyway. Especially with that new Elden Ring spin-off game. Guys, we're not going to be making any new Elden Ring sequels anytime soon, but here's a spin-off that's even more limited than the creativity of our games since Demon's Souls. That's really fucking weird as shit. It's kind of sad, to be honest, that their only decent variety of game that isn't like Souls was Armored Core 6, and yet the old fandom legit tried to gaslight people to thinking that it was another Dark Souls game. That's pretty fucking sad. It's, I don't know why people are deserved to have opinions on the internet anymore. It's fucking stupid. Anyway, but yeah, I'll probably finish up liberating this area, and I'll do some Dead Rising 4, I guess. I'm going to try to get the rest of the Capcom Hero collectibles. There are definitely some issues I have found in the gameplay of the DLC in particular, but I guess it's still enjoyable to a point. I do think the main game is a lot better, but I do like the idea of Capcom Heroes. I think it's a much more interesting celebration of Capcom's IPs, as I believe a lot of the bias is from Street Fighter, because of course. I do find it really cool that you can actually pick up the trees this mech and just, like, toss them. The Grand Theft Auto kids are fucking crying tears of blood right now because Rockstar went the Saints Row route by having futuristic vehicles and shit. Fucking stupid-ass crybabies. I would actually be shocked if GTA 6 didn't have any bonus, like, futuristic vehicles in their arsenal or whatever. Like, didn't GTA 5 of the base, didn't the GTA 5 have its own alien vehicle you can unlock after getting some collectible, whatever, and I guess people are fine with that. But then when GTA Online does it, it's like, oh no, it's the end of the fucking world. not trying to defend Rockstar, but it's like, these same people will cry anything that any game that isn't exactly like Grand Theft Auto and call it a really shitty game, like Saints Row or whatever, or at least Saints Row 3 and 4. So I think their opinions are completely invalidated if they want to think that Grand Theft Auto is the only game that can be a serious sandbox or whatever the fuck. It's just fucking stupid.
Operator detected. Preemptively scheduling ultra-vigilance overhaul. Welcome back. Rodriguez.
Whatever. I might do some Red Dead Redemption after Dead Rising 4. I kind of want to give G2 4 a little bit of a break. I don't feel like running around looking for weapon spawns and shit. Unless that would be preferable, but it's I do want to try to make some good progress on Red Dead Redemption so I can get to the city parts and then get the explosive rounds and shit.
Hi, Megadeth. Have a nice weekend.
Copy that. Reinforcements inbound.
Welcome back. Rico Rodriguez. Caution. Subject back. Further risks. Device call.
But yeah, the lack of waypoints on this game is really the only thing I have an issue with, and that's mainly because having to pause the game is just annoying after a while. It's like, okay, where the hell is it? Oh, it's right there. Well, why didn't I see it before? What the hell? Is it a game breaker? Probably, but maybe there's like an upgrade you have to get so you can actually see that shit. I really don't know. Maybe it won't be as bad, but I know that I critiqued, what the hell is it? I remember when I was first playing Neo 2, I complained or critiqued, whatever, about the, what the hell is it, that mechanic where you have to push a button after you attack, whatever, and I said that, and the person basically said, oh, well, if you don't like the game, then don't fucking play it. He didn't say it like that, but it's implied that because I criticize anything in a game, it's either I have to either kiss the game's ass, or if I don't like it, I don't play it. Which just goes to show how annoying people can be whenever I criticize something. Or even when I was playing Far Cry, what the hell is it? Primal. It's actually a pretty interesting Far Cry game, if I'm going to be honest. Obviously not the best in the series, but I will give credit that it's actually fairly interesting. But one of the things in the game that really annoyed me was the hunter vision, because it was kind of... The game did not separate friend from foe, so you end up killing your own allies, which is actually pretty bad. And I mentioned this, and it's just like... Oh, so you mean the game sucks then? No, it just means that the game has a thing in it that I don't like. Obviously, it's not a deal breaker, but it can be annoying. Especially in a game where you're actually penalized for killing your own brethren. I think that'd be pretty annoying, sir. It's, I guess people think that whenever I criticize something, it means I think the whole game sucks or something. It's just... Like, how fucking stupid are people to think that because I have a small complaint or anything, that the entire game is terrible because of this minuscule complaint? Like, that's just some first grader logic or something. It's just like, what the fuck? It's like those people who take this shit to the literal extreme of politics. I'm going to go into that because that's just way too spicy even for me. But it just goes to show how people view the world in their way. It's like, oh, well, I'm not gonna fucking say it. It's just fucking stupid. But whatever. It's
Locate the rebel immediately. Do not let him escape.
people can feel what they want, I guess. But it's when I criticize something, and unless I specifically say otherwise, it doesn't mean the whole game is a piece of shit. It just means that this thing annoys me sometimes, and other times it can be a deal breaker. Fucking deal with it. Whatever.
The target escaped.
But yeah, I'm gonna more than likely move on after this. Getting sick of having to look at the map every time. Especially over like the littlest things too. It's like, okay, where do I go? Where's the thing I need to destroy or do? It's not telling me. Why don't you tell me, game? Oh look, now it tells me. Okay, that's a real fucking great game, thank you. Oh my god, you must think the entire game is a piece of shit because the game is not holding your hand. Wow. Okay. It's not because of difficulty. The game doesn't have any difficulty settings. It's just the game does not tell you shit. Even though there's literally waypoints in every part except the parts that are actually important. It just seems like really inconsistent design, I think. Also, I also really don't like how the game map has that loading effect, whatever a lot of games have.
Units to these coordinates. Repeat.
I forget what it's called, but it's like when you go up to a rock or something, and it takes forever in a day to render. Like, why does a in-game map have to render or something? It just seems really, really silly.
Reestablish visual contact.
Are these the things that you need to disable? Or can I just shoot them with a gun? Or is this some sort of collectible?
Search. Return to your posts.
Oh. Okay, it's like that thing in Watch Dogs, I guess, where you have to disable them for a certain amount of time, I think, or something. I forget exactly what. It does kind of suck that Watch Dogs 1, I think, doesn't have the 60 frames per second patch on PS4. I'm gonna fucking cry on XCOM about it, though. Not even worth it. Here we go. And now to raise the flag.
Hostile contact. All units to these coordinates.
Alright. Very good. Alright, I guess these two sections are the next ones they need to liberate. I'm gonna assume so because those are the only ones that aren't marked yet. So probably next time I play this, I'll probably roam around and try to find those, I guess. So I'll go ahead and fast travel to here, I guess. I think this is where I went. And hopefully find a way to upgrade my capacity for beacons and fast travel, because those are definitely the ones that I feel would make the game a lot more bearable if I actually had more resources to do whatever the hell that would be normally not an issue in other games, I guess. Oh, but it makes the game more strategic because you have to learn the map. Well, I think that's annoying, actually. At least Just Cause 4 has a timer. I mean, yeah, it's annoying, but it's not, like, as bad, I guess. But whatever. Alright. But okay. Let me see if I can get a helicopter, I guess, for next time. If I even have one. I probably don't. Oh, yes, I do. I have the Eagle and... Oh, wait, I actually have a weaponized helicopter. I actually use that. And it's actually faster, too. And it has a little more, a little bit of everything. Okay, I'll use that, I guess. Hell is going with the textures in the background? Oh well. Alright. But yeah, this game, and even Just Cause 4 is legitimately giving Mercenaries vibes, and I really might want to play those again. I don't know if the beacons came back. I just saw the flare ones reappear. Did I just bounce on a tire? I bounced on something, but I don't know what it was. Oh well. Oh well. Alright, well, I'm gonna use the bathroom, and then when I come back, I'll do some Dead Rising 4. I'm gonna try to collect more of the collectibles, I guess. Wherever I can find, at least. Alright. Alright, I'll be back in a minute. Wow, for some reason I just could not turn on my mic. Wow, skill issue. Anyway. Let me go ahead and do something really quick before I continue. Gonna have to reorganize my favorites, especially for ROMs now, but that's neither here nor there. Let me just search something right quick. I actually have been using RetroArch, the PS2 core, and while it does crash quite a bit, like with Dolphin, I definitely do like the cheat search function, excuse me, so that I can find various cheats for various games. Some during my childhood, others not so. So I should have an interesting time trying to find some shit with that. Let's go ahead and do some exploration a little bit. I actually died because I was trying to do a bison challenge, and I guess the zombies like do quite a number on you. It's kind of unfortunate, but oh well. But this game's still pretty good, clean fun, so fuck the haters, as they say. Yeah, that is probably somewhere up above. This one is something. Probably some other collectibles that I missed. I'll go back to the mall after case 2 so I can get the Adam costume. So I don't miss anything, I guess. I don't know if there is a level cap on this. I assume there's going to be one. No, that's the fire station. I can't go there yet, so let me head over. Okay, I already got those. This I can't get to till later, I remember that. This you have to get way later, I think. Yeah, there's some I definitely missed around this area. So I might go back to the mall, maybe. But let me head over here so that I can do this little challenge, having to use the Psycho Crusher a lot, but within that small radius. Let me just grab some food on the way. Alright, here we go. Well, yeah, you're actually given not a lot of room to move about, surprisingly. But of course, the name of the game with this is building up that combo multiplier and then just unleashing hell. Seems like that's a lot of the vibes of these, I think. But yeah, I think it was doing some exploration. I think it was recording my footage. I'm like, oh shit, I barely have any fucking health. I'm gonna die, and I did. I'm like, oh shit. Well, yeah, you also actually end up dying when you're I think if you do die during the minigame, you actually, like, die for real, and you have to go back to the last save point. Which kind of sucks, but it's not that big of a deal, I guess. At least you can still drive vehicles, which is good. So you can use some of the more blatantly overpowered vehicles, I guess. Maybe I might use that same trick like I did when I played the game the first time to get the collectibles in that area earlier than usual. Maybe. If it even works. But I'll definitely give it a shot. Let's see. I think the star is above me, so I'm gonna have to find the whatever. But yeah, I really, really wish at the very least you could change the abilities around. Like, I do think it's a really cool idea that you can, like, you know, go around dressed up as M. Bison and just, like, going all ham on zombies with the Psycho Crusher. But some characters' abilities are just not as good as others. It would have definitely been a lot more interesting. You can actually, like, kind of, like, make your own Capcom hero with this, I think. It would at least give some sort of incentive to, you know, unlock everything, I guess. It's like... I'm probably going to end up using Dante a lot, because he's like the only one that has a decent ranged ability. And there are some characters that are clearly better than others as far as mowing down the mob goes. Like, Bison is just basically a better version of Ryu. Cammy is just ridiculous, and not just because the fact that Frank dresses up as a woman. It's I don't know, it's there's something very weird about that. That playing as Ryu, and he's not as good as Bison when you're just supposed to be mowing down zombies. I just find it to be very, very strange. At least the exploration factor is still there. It's just now instead of finding weapons, you're now just finding stars and shit. Strangely enough, those emergency missions don't come up. I don't think I've found a single one, so I guess they're not part of the DLC. And even these rooms too, I don't know if you can still find the keys to access them. I highly doubt it. But I still definitely do enjoy playing this, to be honest. It's a very relaxed kind of game, honestly. A sandbox that's not overly bloated, but it's still got the exploration edge that I always welcome. But I definitely do think that the lack of custom abilities does make this DLC a little less favorable, to be perfectly honest. There are definitely some cool abilities, but it's the fact that they're restricted just kind of... It's like, why the hell use other characters when some are clearly going to be better than others? I might try the DLC to actually have the timer, though. I don't know how that's going to fare. I know people complain about that one, which I think is just fucking retarded. Like, it's meant to be like a callback to the original Dead Rising where there was a time limit and shit, which is why I detested the game, was just because the stupid time limit and other control shit to just make the game not that fun to play. But understanding that it's supposed to be like a timed experience. Can't really complain about that when your biggest criticism is the very thing that you hate, I guess. It makes no fucking sense to me. Can't even pick up this fucking lobster gun, dude. Come on. Whatever. So, they clearly did not get rid of enough. Anyway, so yeah, I think this area you have to come back later, I think. So I'll probably head over here, and then I'll maybe head back to the mall to get some of the stuff that I missed. Because I know I definitely missed some things. This one was really hard, to be honest, the Cammy one. That one was really annoying. But maybe I'll try another, maybe a little more better at the game, I guess. But let me head over here, I guess, and I'll put on Beautiful Joe, I guess. I can maybe get familiar with him along the way. But yeah, I just think that's fucking stupid that people complain about a DLC that's meant to mimic the original Dead Rising's time limit mechanics. Like, what? To quote DSP, do you fucking like anything? Clearly not. Oh. Alright, I really should save my, scrap for the collectibles and shit. But maybe I'll also try to find a vehicle. Here we go, the SUV, here we go.
Maybe you're in the way.
Anyway, I guess I'll talk about Castle Crashers really quick. I didn't really talk about that one that much. Dude, you get so much fucking experience in that, it was fucking crazy. Like, you get 12,000 XP from that. Holy shit, dude. That could be, like, one of the best farming spots, except that you have to get through the whole level just to do that shit. And getting to that took quite a while, so I don't know if it's going to be a valid, farming spot. But I could probably think of it, but I have to also look up what the level, the soft cap is and shit. Because I could definitely maybe get maximum XP from there if I could. If that's even possible. The super is kind of cool, but it just takes way too long to activate, I think, so it's not really favorable in my opinion. At least his zap gun is kind of cool, I guess, or whatever it's supposed to be. I really dislike the fucking visor face thing that this dude's got going on, to be honest. I just think it looks incredibly fucking goofy. But no, Play, you don't get it. That's Beautiful Joe. That's always been a thing. Well, I just think it looks fucking dumb. Whatever. At least his kick is kind of cool. It reminds me of the testicular manslaughter. And Saints Row 4 specifically, you can just, like, literally uppercut people by kicking them in the nuts. It's funny. I don't know what the hell the melee finisher is, to be honest. I haven't played this in a good while, so I don't remember how you do it exactly. But oh well. Alright, since we're gonna might as well play as Cammy for a good minute. So you can get familiar with her arsenal, I guess. My fucking god. Oh my god. Alright, let's control ourselves. It's still a man in drag, I guess, so we can be mature adults about this. But okay, in all seriousness though, that fucking melee attack has just gotta be one of the worst in the game, I think. It's, or whatever finishing move. That I don't even think it really hits that much, I think. It just looks so weird and bad. I think Cammy for some reason uses a single shot electric gun or something. Not really that viable, to be honest. There's a star I missed somehow. Might as well go back and get it. And I think this is a poster that I missed. Here we go. Oh, sweet, Darkstalkers. Very nice. Oh, this is what the hell is this? I don't know which one it is from specifically. It has to be somewhere in the third game because it has Shenko and Lilith in this. It was in the third game. Very nice. But yeah, one thing I do want to mention though, I actually go for the beginning of the game twice because I guess for some reason we do case select. The fucking the checkpoint system just gets incredibly fucked, so I was actually very annoyed with that. I definitely found it to be the most annoying thing the game had to offer, in my opinion. But it's not like you lose your progress anyway, but just the fact that I wanted to replay the previous level, but I didn't do whatever. It was just a very annoying experience, so I was like, wow, this is really fucking stupid. But okay, let's see. I'm gonna head this way. Because there's nothing else for me to get in this section except for this star. So I'll just probably go left and then right. The obvious gamer instinct, I guess. But speaking of case, I didn't look into all the awards or whatever for the Game Awards because I just don't give a shit about that. I guess Case will end up winning Content Creator of the Year. I guess he seems like a pretty nice dude, but he really does give off the energy of just being one of those babysitter kind of channel people, whatever, that just, you know, entertains the people, whatever. I saw it on Kiwi Farms. It sounded really rude, but I just found it funny because it's just kind of true. But he seems like a good person, so hopefully he doesn't do anything stupid to ruin people's respect or whatever, like with what the hell is his name? Fucking Mr. Beast or whatever.
I ain't hanging around, man. What, are you leaving me to clean up your mess?
Guess he seems okay, but what exactly what am I watching, I guess, so I guess it's that. Alright, is it above me? Yeah, it is. Let's see, is it... Here it is. Alright. Let's mark the next one. Yeah, that I have to get later, I think. I don't know if I'll be able to get it. I don't want to mess it up. I'll just avoid that section altogether, unless there's absolutely no other stars I can get. Alright, let's go ahead and head on back. Fucking Zero Suit. The reward for beating the game, obviously. Definitely, the fire grenade that Kemi has is actually pretty good, so she's kind of worth using just for that reason. What seems very ironic, to be frank. Yeah, there's nothing in this section. I already got everything there, so I'll just move on. Yeah, I'm just gonna keep going this way. I'll definitely hit all the named locations once I get the complete case too, I think. So that's when we unlock Adam, I think. It at least gets you in the Christmas mood, I guess, which is always nice. Oh yeah, I also just noticed that the fucking cost ability ran out. Where the hell is this star? Is it in the bottom? Or is it one of these areas? Oh, here we go. It's right in front of me. Wow. Yeah. Eep. Alright. Let's go back to Kami. And, see if I can't complete that challenge, I guess. Oh my god. Oh my god. I'm not gonna say what I just noticed. Holy fucking shit. Oh my god. Alright, here we go. Okay, it's right here. Okay, I don't have to worry about some bullshit. Alright, good. Look at this, you friggin' aliens! that's one less star to worry about then. Glad to see that. Alright, so I'll go ahead and do these, I guess. Maybe progress in the story a little bit just to get those other stuff, and I'll maybe do Red Dead Redemption or possibly something else entirely. But I am going to try to clear that Cammy challenge so that I can, you know, unlock it and shit. Unlock her melee finishing move, which hopefully is the that grab move that seems to entice a lot of people, I guess. Unlike from Japan, of course, in which they say, you know, you're a piece of shit, how dare you sexualize this, or whatever the fuck, when Capcom is literally from Japan. I guess it's okay when Capcom does it, but if anyone else does it, you're just a fucking gooner, dude. Gooner? More like fucking goner. What the fuck? Fucking just punch their heads off. It's very classic Capcom silliness, to be honest. Shit. Alright, let's put a star on this. Alright. Nope. I didn't mean to do that. Alright. Yeah, I went the wrong way, but nothing that can't be fixed. I'm gonna use Dante, fuck it. I think I got enough Cammy experience. X in this game is terrible, I'm sorry. His buster is way too slow and it's just like, what the hell? I don't like that at all. You have reached your destination. I thank you. But yeah, the glowing sword that Dante throws is pretty good. I forget what it's called officially. I don't know, nor do I fucking care. I didn't even like Devil May Cry 5, and how doubt the others are gonna make me like it anymore. Whatever. But in this game specifically, it does seem to do a pretty good job at mowing down the crowd. The sword itself just seems to do pretty good damage, even though it might be a reskin of other weapons, but whatever. Triangle button seems to be like one of those useful get the fuck off me moves in his particle cannon, whatever the hell you want to call it. It doesn't look like a properly animated finishing move, but I guess it does the business, so whatever. Oh shit, that dash move was pretty alright. Just mowing down people like nobody's business. Why the hell would you use anyone else besides when you have to? That's just kind of shitty design. But yeah, 4 ornament explosives and you only get 4 of them. I don't know, it just seems really, really annoying. Is this supposed to be some sort of really sick gay joke? fucking thing. Yeah, I barely kill any of them in there. Gotta be more careful. Alright, I should be able to do it now. I hope. There we go. We got it. Alright, let's go get the rest of the collectibles and then do some story shit. And I might be done, maybe. Alright, this one involves some pretty particular platforming. So let's go ahead and do that. Unfortunately, I can't even do from here, so I think you have to go through here, I think. I think there's also a something else that you have to collect or whatever, or you can't get till way later on. God, they're really stiff fucking platforming in this, dude. Holy shit. Whoa, I almost fell. The platform, if you want to call it, it's just fucking terrible. Okay, now for collectible number 2. I think it's a Capcom treasure, I think. Or something. Is it above me? Oh no, is it in this room? This annoying ass room. No. How did I not take any fall damage? Or maybe I got the level up from that, but that doesn't make any sense. Whatever. This game is weird sometimes. Really. Alright. Let's go ahead and burn these fuckers. Nothing here. It must be inside. Oh wait, I think it's up there. Shit, I think I do have to go back for that room. Son of a bitch. Yeah, I have to go back, I think. Go back where the haystack is and then do a complete one over the fuck. Amazing. But yeah, this game's so fun to me, so I don't care what the general consensus is on this shit. It's, whatever to me. Can I break this? Well, that's late. Oh, wait. Oh, shit, you can. Alright, good. Whoa. Alright, let's head on back. Go for here again. Alright. Here it is. I knew it was around here. Alright. Okay, so the mall is pretty much cleaned out. I think I got every collectible I can that's known. Besides like the named locations, so that I can always come back for. I think this area you don't have to worry about missing anything. I think it's only very specific parts that you can end up missing stuff, I think. Alright, let's go ahead and I guess I use the fast travel area, I guess, since I think I'm near the this, I think. The mall emergency shelter. Yeah, I guess I can go back for here. I'm actually curious if the animation plays when you're like riding the vehicle. Okay, it just says the usual stuff, but it actually doesn't stun you, which is surprising. Okay, well I'm at the entrance, I guess, so I might as well go through here, I guess. At least it's not that many loading times, which is good. Usually a lot of these Sandbox games have some pretty bad loading times. I'd like to consider Dead Rising 4 to be a proper Sandbox, but whatever. I kinda don't give a shit. But alright. Can't drive that, unfortunately, but let's see. Alright, I'll use that vending machine. Yeah, that's what it is. Vending machine when I get there, I guess. Probably end up using Dante again. The only good fucking character in this DLC, I think. What the crap? I'm also getting tired too, so I'm gonna probably just say fuck it and go to bed. Oh, there's that turret vehicle. I'm actually curious if you can combine vehicles. I know that's like one of the things in this game you can do is you can actually combine vehicles, but I don't think you can. I think it was the ATV with the military van, whatever, Patriot. You can basically get one of the best vehicles in the game, I think. Nah, I can't. Can't do that in this game, unfortunately. Sucks. Also, why the hell was there no actual online co-op for this? Like, you'd think a vehicle like this would be a no-brainer, but no. You can't even fucking slaughter zombies in the streets of where the mall is in Dead Rising, and yet you have a really shitty multiplayer mode for the fourth game, but an actually decent co-op experience in the third game, which is technically Xbox exclusive. What the hell? It's fucking stupid. Whatever. Well, it's not Xbox exclusive because it's on PC. Yeah, but the fucking DLC that was and still is Xbox exclusive makes it Xbox exclusive. So I don't fucking care. Alright. Let's finally do some story shit. Finally. Oh, God. Damn it.
Like I was saying, so if you're ready to listen, maybe you should look around. See what Obscurus is doing here.
Right. I will. Thank you.
Alright, let's go ahead and find some shit, I guess.
It says they have a reconnaissance outpost at the top of the drugstore.
Oops. There we go. Oh, the map.
Flip car on a roof. Do you know what these are?
Trail of destruction. And Obscurus is
All right.
following it.
Let's see, and I guess the filing cabinet is one of these things or whatever.
They move fast. They left some files behind.
There we go.
Oh, man.
Oh, no.
They move fast. They left some files behind.
Oh my... Frank, I know. Shut up. Here we go.
Yeah, you can't hide quiet cabinets from the gutter, but they missed something.
There we go.
The sewer and sanitary records are missing. They're looking for something. Something pretty dangerous. Do you know anything about this outpost at Don's Drugs?
Yeah. There's been a sniper camped out there for weeks.
All right, we're gonna check it out.
Sounds good. Just so you know, all 512 of my podcast subscribers are going to be pretty excited about us working together.
I love how our facial model is just like really derpy looking. Well, thankfully I was already here, so I know how to get up there.
Zombies do this?
Whoa. Oh boy, time for another shitty investigation. How dare this photographer do investigations? What a fucking shell shock. Oh god, I bet this is some real kid or something. That's disturbing. Alright. Fish and chips. Oh my god. But you still technically have the items or weapons from the base game, except you just can't use them because the game doesn't want you to. Look at a fucking auto shotgun, dude. Come on now. Oh. Ah.
Can't quite put them asunder here. Whatever they're hunting, I think it's hunting them back. Sounds like they're fighting something. I wonder if I can listen in.
Mission abort. I repeat, the mission has been aborted. All troops fall back to the fire hall, regroup, and re-equip. Copy. We're cut off. We're not gonna. Get back to the fire hall. Repeat. Fall back to the fire hall. Now, goddammit.
What the hell are you guys after? Guess I know where I'm headed next.
Alright. Now I can actually head to the fire hall. And I think maybe this area next, and I'll probably get off.
Hey, Paula, while you're out there, I need you to run down a few stories for the client.
Fuck.
If we get around.
I'm finished with what I got. Now go forth, Apostle Frank. Get the story.
Find the truth. Okay. Investigate the rumors. No. I'll use Zangief for a bit. But yeah, I'll probably get these items. Get the items in the next area, and I'm gonna probably get off. Let's see what poster this is. Oh shit! Zack and Wiki. Quest for Barbaros's treasure. Is that the fucking monkey from Mega Man Legends?
Where's my notebook?
Whatever. Okay, there's another star. Let's go ahead and collect it. Alright, 2 more, and I can finally get the, what the hell is it? I think it's this one, and maybe this one. I don't know, though. I think you have to be pretty far in to get it. But, I'll more than likely stop after that point. I guess it's the melee finishing move is? Probably.
Who brought all this trouble? Or what? Somebody ate his face skin off and hung him here. 4 outposts: City Hall, the drugstore apartment, the fire hall, and the junkyard. All right, what do we got? Says over 100 soldiers have died hunting this thing? Son of a bitch. I need to get to the junkyard. Whatever this thing is, it's got a real hate on for Obscurus.
Great! Nice!
Frank!
Let's do this!
You see it?
I got one! Engage! Need to reload!
Holy crap, that fucking star was obnoxious as fuck to get. But okay, I'm gonna get the rest of these collectibles. I still don't think you can get to this one yet. I think this one you have to get all the way around. But I think I might be at the end of the chapter anyway. Maybe. I don't know. But I'm gonna go ahead and get that item, I think. I think it's treasure, I think. But whatever it is, it needs to be collected. So I'm going to go do that right now. And hopefully not die in the process. This game actually does not have regenerating health, so you actually are expected to stockpile on healing items at all times. At least until you unlock the ability to get regenerating health, and then it's just kind of like, wow. Wow. I think I have to go through here. So I keep running the walls for some reason. But yeah, the platforming in this game is just honestly terrible, or whatever you want to call it. Like, the game just is very restrictive on what you can jump or use the vault mechanic and what you can't. It's just very stupid. Oh, sweet! The Dino Crisis game that never got ported anywhere else, I think. And the one that apparently takes place in fucking space. Of all the fucking posters to use, they use the one that's like the most obscure. Very funny. But yeah, I think this is the end of case number 2, I think.
Copy that.
Hey now, come on, let's just sit down and talk about this, all right?
Damn, barely any damage to this fucker. Well, he's gonna die anyway. Brutality. Oh, jeez.
Goddamn Beck! Skip on me by cozying up with the creeps.
Over here.
Those bastards took Darcy.
You see which way they went?
Westridge, I think. You're going after them, right? You'll save Darcy?
Probably, but not always.
Okay. I'll see if I can figure out where they were going. You go. I'll call you when I have something.
Alright, go to Westridge.
Alright, I'm getting tired. Focus on what's going on here. Breakdown!
But yeah, I'm pretty sure you can't get this star right now. I really want to get this star because I want to have 30 for the next chapter, but I'm pretty sure you can't get this one right now. yeah, it's just not gonna happen. So I might as well go through here, I guess, to West Ridge. I'm gonna try it though. I want to see if I can at least, but I'll probably get off either way because it's getting late. Yeah, there's the star, but like I said, I don't think you can get to it. It's going to be some really stupid invisible wall that's going to get in my way and shit. Yeah, screw it. I don't feel like trying to recreate a glitch that nobody's going to care about anyway, because this game is bad apparently, so fuck them. I'll just move on to the next area. Maybe I'll at the very least get the next safe house ready to go, so that I can you know, get the rest of the stuff. But I'm going to probably get off after this point.
West Ridge to track it. Talk to you later.
Wait, Frank, tell me.
Hello, Paula.
Frank, Obscurus set a trap at the dam. They're gonna catch it there.
Really? This shit I gotta see. Talk later.
Wait, Frank, tell me.
This weekend at the Willamette Memorial Megaplex, Battle of the Mountain, skills at the Miami Boardwalk Raceway. And this is just one of the exciting activities we have in store for our shoppers. More than just a bike, it's a Megaplex.
Alright, so I hope I don't die. Would suck. Whoa! There's a bridge with stuff on it. I wonder if I can go across it. And black screen of death. Good job. Oh. Just had to load the cutscene. Alright, I think this is still chapter 2, I think, or case 2, whatever. Yeah, we're not even doing case 2 yet, okay.
Alright. What's the story?
Hammond took a few of hers up to Willamette Junior High. Obscurus has them pinned down. No shots fired yet. That won't last.
I don't get it. Why are you guys poking that particular badger? There's gotta be other supplies you could be going after.
Tom wants to send a message.
I get that impression.
Look, Hammond's capable, but she can't hold out for long. You better get up there fast or else Tom will want to poke you next. You hear me?
Right. The junior high. I'm on my way. Tom can keep his pokers to himself, thanks.
Alright, I might as well go to the shelter, I guess. I forgot I can't ride that vehicle. So I'll ride this one. But yeah, I'll clear out this shelter and I'm gonna get off for the night.
For hours. I still haven't heard from Darcy.
I will talk to you later, my friend. Alright. Just gotta try not to die for obvious reasons. Shit. Locked. What the fuck? Everything is locked. Damn it. I don't think there's anything outside. Alright, I'll just be really methodical about this, I guess. Woohoo! Do the chop shuffle. Going to the left and going to the right. Going to the left and going to the right. Okay. I'll go ahead and grab some food along the way. Except I can't, so now I'm sad. Oh wait. Alright. Alright, let's see what we have from collectible vendor lady. Oh, sweet, we can buy bass. But I'm actually going to get these first. Because I'd rather have the collectibles. I'll have to come back for you later, buddy. There's actually a star outside that I will get. And then I'll actually get off. Alright, nothing here, so... Don't let the outbreak break... Oh, wait, no. Don't let the outbreak break you. Is that a famous lady from those posters or some shit? It's also very bad English. Whatever. Fucking stupid. But okay, let's get this last star, I guess, and I'll do the selfie shit, and then I'm gonna get off. Should have noticed this started sooner, to be honest. But okay, what do we get? We get... Oh shit, Zombie Frank. Alright. I'll use him for a little bit. Very quickly, though. Yes, but unfortunately we're getting off in a minute. Rival Schools. United by Fate. A game that Capcom's not going to be bringing back anytime soon. Unless they want to reference it in Street Fighter 6. Shit. And yes, it's one of the few games you can think where taking selfies is actually considered a collectible. But yeah, I'll use this character for just a little bit. I'll at least see what his ability is. Gonna get some fun, so unlock bass or bass, whatever, from Mega Man. Get this item here and check out his moveset, I guess. Oh shit! He literally turns enemies into giblets by punching them. It's pretty alright. It's probably the best melee character in the game. Can definitely rock with that. It's like the glove from Saints Row 3. Oh shit! Just nomming on enemies like it's nothing. Oh shit! He also has that move. I don't know what that does. Just kind of a get the fuck out of my way sort of shit. Acid spit. But yeah, this one I can definitely rock with. Just makes mincemeat out of everything. Oh, and he has the, oh shit. He even has a similar move to Zangief, except it's, he just completely decimates the enemies when, you do that. So that's pretty alright. But yeah, just punching enemies and turning them into all sorts of giblets. It's pretty alright. I can definitely rock with this costume. Probably be using this one next time. Oh shit, was that like a tracing shot? Does that actually track? I guess. So somehow even better than X's X-Buster. What the hell? Doesn't make any fucking sense, by the way. Whatever. Okay, yeah, I think I'm still screwed out of that one collectible star, but I think the last one you get is Kuma, so I'm gonna guess you get him at the end of the game. Yeah, this Zombie Frank ability, though, is pretty alright. Side I think his running ability is more or less the same as the others, so it's not really any better. Which it is, and why bother using anyone else? Yeah, Zombie Frank. But yeah, the last one, they have to probably... That one you have to get by getting all the stars. And the rest you just either purchase or whatever. So it should be interesting. I'm actually curious as to how Arthur plays, to be honest. Alright, I'm gonna do the collectible stuff off shame for real. But maybe I can squeeze some in if I'm not so bored. Alright, I'm gonna get off for now. Maybe I'll go kill this character here so I don't miss anything.